Is it another trend, supplement with beetroot powder or juice? Does it work? Is it worth spending money? Should you take beetroot powder or juice before training, or if you have a diabetes, insulin resistance? One of the interesting things I found was guys taking beetroot powder for impotence. Let's have a look at it logically and what the researchers says. Years ago, I was juicing beetroot and freezing in small cubes. I have learned a lot about beetroot health benefits. Beetroots are loaded with nitrates, which turns into the nitric oxide that could help a person with diabetes, insulin resistance, and more. Some believe it is great to have a shot before training, and I have just trained. Beetroot didn't help me. Does it work? A recent clinical trial showed that drinking beetroot juice every day for 6 months after having a stent fitted reduced the chance of angina patients having a heart attack or needing a repeat procedure. Soon, there will be another trial where doctors will consider prescribing beetroot capsules or powder to their patients. It all sounds good, but beetroot, one of the vegetables that are extremely good for your health and at the same time toxic for your health. You didn't know that, but I do. And I will tell you in a minute what it does. How do I know this? I saw no difference when I took beetroot juice for over 2 months before training. If I'm not in the mood to exercise, beetroot didn't do magic for me. I still had to push myself hard in the gym. Even pre-workouts doesn't do magic for me too. If I don't have a motivation to train, for example, today, you just have to push yourself hard and just do it on an autopilot. When I have the motivation to train, which is most of the time, I don't need any supplements. I'm in that go-to mode and have a very productive training session. I know a few people who tried beetroot juice and powder to reduce blood pressure. One is my mom and auntie. After almost 3 months, they didn't see the difference. And I said, it won't work if you don't change your diet and start exercising to help your gut bacteria deal with your health problems. They didn't listen to me initially, but did after. And I'm very glad. And it worked in under 3 weeks, which noticeably resulted in a weight loss and blood pressure. A few doctors on YouTube said if you have a problem with your libido and ED, erectile dysfunction, drinking beetroot juice or supplementing with powder will solve the problem. Okay, if that were that easy, people will not buy Viagra and have beetroot powder or juice. It would be cheaper to purchase a beetroot supplement. I have checked the prices. 1 bag of beet powder will last you longer than 10 tablets of Viagra. And Viagra could solve the problem, but you wouldn't take it regularly because of the side effect in the long run. Viagra, sildenafil, a well-known medication to treat ED, helps the condition by increasing blood flow to the penis. This may be one of the similarities between beetroot and Viagra. Beets are not a natural form of Viagra. If you have erectile dysfunction and are considering natural remedies, I wouldn't have a big hopes for beetroot. Even if you supplement beet juice or powder daily in a high dosage. To help with ED, you need to look at the core of the problem, and one of them is the gut bacteria in charge of erectile dysfunction. And yes, our gut bacteria control the specific organ. And let's talk about women libido. I will be very short. Beetroot juice will not help you. Women's brain are wired differently to men when it comes to sex. And it can be all sorts of the reason and problems, but you can start with your gut and slowly see the light in the end of the tunnel and then realize why you have this problem. And now I will tell you how beetroot juice or powder cooked or in vinegar can be opposite to health benefits. I studied this years ago and my clients know how and when to eat beetroot and all about it. When you buy fresh beetroots and eat it immediately after adding to your salad or food in general, you will have many health benefits. But it will be toxic if you cut it and then leave it in the fridge for the next day. The longer chopped beetroot stays in the fridge or kitchen counter, the more it releases oxalate and changes in the chemical compound very quickly, which works not in favor to your health and can be very toxic to your liver. Canned beetroots are worse to eat, and there are virtually zero health benefits besides increasing uric acid level, which can lead to gout. If you like to eat beetroots, buy it fresh and cut the amount you are going to eat in one sitting. Don't leave it for later or next day or for 3 days. And let's talk about this hype of increasing stamina and conditioning strength by having a beetroot shot that you bought in the gym, food store, or maybe made the night before, or freeze in a small cubes like I did. By having beetroot shot or powder or raw or fresh, whatever, basically beetroot, it will make no difference in the gym, and definitely it will make no difference if you are planning to run the marathon. The studies I have read are very promising and showed excellent results, but I heard from so many people who said it didn't work. But at the same time, some people swears by its effectiveness. It probably worked for them because they believe in the product or company supplements they use. Placebo is a marvelous thing and it never surprised me. I have tried this placebo effect on one of the supplements I tested on myself. I encapsulated real powder supplements in one pile, and in the second pile was inulin powder. I put in the bottles. One bottle is actual supplement and the other is inulin, placebo. I gave to my client to choose the bottle for me, so I didn't know which one. I took this supplement for over a month and I was 101% sure I was taking the real supplement. But after 5 weeks, I realized I was taking inulin powder. I thought placebo effect wouldn't work for me, but it was clear that it did. If you read and watched optimistically about beetroot benefits, you will believe in it and most likely it will work for you. But if you hear from just 3 people that it didn't do anything for them, you will start doubting its effectiveness, and after a couple of days stop eating beetroot every day, taking beet shots or supplement in a powder or capsules form. In conclusion, is it worth buying beetroot shots? It's okay if it works for you. You would get more health benefits eating beetroot raw, grated or finely chopped in your salads mixed with olive oil, onion, black pepper or black olives and with vinegar, plus add nutritional yeast. And this is the one I use. And your high polyphenol salad with a ton of nutrients ready to enjoy. Your gut bacteria is happy and you don't have insulin spikes that leads to weight gain. So all in all, it's all good. So is it worth to spend money on beetroot powder? Dehydrated beets converted into powder have absolutely zero health benefits, unlike dry apple powder or pectin. This is the one I use. That's when I make jelly. Sometimes I add into baking for extra fiber. This is great, best and much better than beetroot powder. I also add this pectin into protein shake. That's for your gut, so your gut buddies will thank you. Good on its own, mixed with water, and drink it. How much beetroot should you eat a day to get maximum health benefits? Eat it when you want it. Avoid eating every day just for sake of it. It applies to water too. Some people say to drink 2 liters of water a day. I don't believe in this. Drink when you feel thirsty or between meals if you feel hungry. Sometimes having a glass or a pint of water help with the hunger. Herbal teas are so good too. I drink a lot of herbal teas in the winter. It is hot and no calories and works for me. And this is the one I buy. I know it's a lot of them, but I like to mix and match and change. They're good. You can buy all sorts of herbal teas in Tesco or any food stores. I'm glad you watched this video to the end. Let me know if you did. It will make me very happy if you could press little super thanks button. Thank you so much. Have a great day and I will see you tomorrow.